teams can shoot it.
Yeah, it's two of the best in the league from beyond the arc. They've got great spacing, and I like that they're always looking for a better shot on the perimeter. Well, that's a very early foul for him. Needs to be more careful and not pick up a second one this quarter.
Outside Robinson. Pass to Willis. Fires the three. Gets the three to fall. Willis has got 6.
And that's what they want to do. Get him open looks early.
They grab their own miss.
Yeah, classic block out. You love to see that. Taking care of the defensive glass.
They set the pick. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up. First free throw is good. Both good from the line that time.
That's what he does. Rock solid at the line.
Robinson with a steal. And they're running. About 2 minutes gone by in the first quarter. Over to the wing. Takes a 3. That shot off the mark. Here's DeColo. Offensively, he's been a force. He's putting up around 19 points a game.
Finally, a make for this team. Hopefully it gives them a little confidence.
Yeah, you know, sometimes all it takes is that first bucket to get a team into a groove.
There's a screen. Fires the 3. The shot off that time. And a little over 2.5 minutes gone here in the first. Clock at 4. He takes it in. Unloads. Pass to Harrison. Second chance shot. And the layup is good.
And setting the tempo with an assertive move. Like, where was the defense on that play?
Well, when you are the aggressor this early, it is intimidating. Yeah, I'm not sure if he's going to be able to shoot his way out of this one or not.
And first quarter, we're about 3.5 minutes in. Pass to DeColo. Nifty move. Here's Harrison. 6 on the shot clock. It's Watson on the wing. And that won't fall for him. He's 0 for 2. Now here's Robinson. Yet to see a basket. Pass to Willis. There's the steal. Oh, he got him with a pump fake, but he couldn't finish. To get back on track. And it's DeColo with a rebound.
Yeah, not at his most efficient this quarter. He's got to work on finding high percentage shots. Well, that's probably not the shot they were looking for, but hey, when it goes in, everybody's happy.
Now here's Robinson. Averaging around 5 points a game. There's the drive. Takes the 3. Another miss. He's 1 for 4 from the field.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
Pass to Willis. Back to Robinson. And he buries his first look.
Precision pass into the post. Well-earned assist.
Here's Watson. Here's DeColo. No points so far. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Can't connect from short range. Pass to Stevens. Here's Willis. Here's Stevens. No good, off the front rim.
And it seemed like they lost track of time. The shot clock, in that case, got the better of them.
To the right side. Pass to DiColo. Charity stripe shot. That shot missing. Right side, Robinson. Inside. 1:25 left to play in the first quarter. Nails it from 3. 5 points in the game.
You can't give a shooter that kind of look on the perimeter. I don't care who it is.
Boy, they'd love if anyone could get a bucket.
Yeah, their offense has been grinding to a halt.
Here's DiColo. Still no points. Can't connect from 14. Hey, from beyond the arc. No good that time.
This is not what they need from him this quarter. He is way off.
Outside Robinson. Pass to Willis. 6 to shoot. Back to Robinson. Driving in. He's off on the layup. There's a 4-second difference between the shot and game clock. Outside Watson to stop the drought. Robinson with a steal. Down low. Just 3 on the clock. And we've reached the end of the first quarter. Leading by 7. Let's take a quick break, and then it's on to the second quarter after this. Hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And what do you guys think about the visitors here in this one?
Just excellent first quarter defense. They've been really getting after it.
Yeah, but it's hard to keep that kind of intensity for the entire game. But if they can come close to that, they'll be in a great spot.
From the inbound. And he's knocked off course by the D. So the foul is called, and he'll shoot free throws. And Grant, when it comes to a franchise player, how much does it help to have a guy who unites the locker room?
Well, you know, B.A., when you think of guys like LeBron James or a Stephen Curry or Tim Duncan, it's not just about their play on the court, but the type of person you see in the locker room. That can rally a franchise. Oh, nice one-handed jam there, B.A.
Hey, little exclamation point. Here in the second quarter, a little over a minute of play. Pass to Inja. Here's Ajinça. Just 5 to shoot. Stevens with a rebound. Here's Willis. Outside Robinson. The 3. Rebounded by Toure.
Well, this is certainly not the game he was hoping for offensively, but they've been able to find points as a team even without his contributions. And defensively, that's just not going to cut it.
Pass to Willis. Three-pointer. Knocks down the triple. Willis has got 9.
Hey, if you leave a great shooter open, you deserve to get burned.
Here's Traore. Driving inside. The rebound by Willis. To the inside. Looking to get it going. To the paint. His first shot attempt. With the 7-footer. Yep, that one goes.
That's been typical of their performance today. They're sharing the ball and creating good shots.
They're searching for a way to score.
Yeah, buckets have been very tough to come by.
Pass to Ajinça. Offline with a 3.
I can't believe he missed that 3. Regardless, that's not a shot the defense should be giving it.
Rebounded by Ajinça. All right, let's get a report from Ali.
Thank you, BA. Technology is key for NBA growth. Commissioner Silver said, we can now see where we lose viewers, for example, stoppages for replays. One way around that is creating technology that can instantaneously make objective calls like out of bounds, and in doing so, create a better pace to the game. BA?
All right, Ali, thanks for the report. And now we've got an intentional foul.
You don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
On defense, the visiting team. Their defense has only allowed 4 points in the quarter.
Well, you love a quick 3 points up the inbounds. That's about as good as it gets from out of bounds.
Here's Morgan. Pass to Ayayi. Here's Morgan. 5 to shoot. Oh, swiped away. To the middle. And he drives in. Can't cash it in from close range. Here's Hamas. To the paint. Pass to Ayayi. Fires from deep. Gets the 3 ball to go. Ayayi's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
Well, the defense gave that away. He's a skilled shooter who you have to contest at the arc.
From deep. It's not going to go for him. Here's Morgan. No made baskets yet. Pass to Ayayi. Here's Hamas. Shot clock at 6. Here's Ayayi. From outside, off the mark. Inside. Here's Morgan. And buries the jumper to finish off the break. Off the mark there with a 3.
Well, I hate to say it, but he hasn't done a lot to help their cause tonight. He's been a little erratic from the floor.
Here's Hamas. 4 on the clock. And wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball. .119 left in the first half. And he banks in the layup. He's got 7.
And you like the balance here. Not just falling in love with the 3 ball.
Here's Ayayi. Pass to Morgan. Clock at 6. Here's Ayayi. Launches it from deep. Sinks it. What range from downtown? Ayayi's got 6.
Well, it took him a while to get his legs under him. He didn't do much in the first quarter, but now he's off and running.
Here's the pick. With the drive. Ture.
Hey, when in doubt, run the defender off the screen.
And you know, with a result like that, we'll see them run it again.
Yeah, defensive breakdown there. Gotta communicate and switch that screen.
And there's the rejection. And that goes out of bounds. They'll keep possession. 15 seconds left in the first half. 5 on the clock. Here's Ayayi. Three-pointer, no good. Here's Harrison. Oh, and the release was before the buzzer, but it's off target. And we finished off one half of play. Up by 11. And we'll be back for the second half following the break. Keep it right here on 2K Sports. And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. It's Robinson, high post. From outside the arc. Knocks down the long J. Give him 8 points now.
This defense is getting spaced out. 3 of the last 5 buckets have come from way beyond the arc. They've had a slight leg up on the boards and a big leg up on the scoreboard.
Out to the wing. Shot clock at 6. Lets the 3 fly. Can't hit that one. They're doing what they can do to mount a comeback.
And BA, they don't have to get it all back at once. Just focus on making every possession count.
Here's DeColo. It's deflected.
Familiar results for him. He can't get anything to go.
Right around a minute and a half played in the third quarter. Pass to Stevens. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. Now Watson. They look to him to score consistently, averaging around 13 and a half a game.
Since halftime, they've missed 3 of their first 4 shots. Still trying to get their legs under them.
There's a screen. Pass to Roden. Shot clock at 5. Here's Morgan. And there's the whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. He's off on the first. Second free throw, no good. Well, Stan, now that we've had the coaches' challenges for a few seasons now, what do you think about it?
Well, BA, I'm probably in the minority. I don't really like them. I think they slow down the flow of the game. And look, across all sports, mistakes are part of the game. Players' mistakes, coaches' mistakes, and referees' mistakes. Let's just live with them and keep the game moving.
It's intercepted. Here we go, one-on-one. Goes back up. Pass to DeColo. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Had a chance there to cut it to single digits, but it's off target. Here's Morgan. Puts up a 3. Buries it from 3.
Well, that's the look you're hoping to get every time up the floor.
Harrison. Roden with a rebound. A little under 3.5 minutes off the clock now in the third quarter. And it's Morgan missing. Trying to claw their way back into this.
And the best way to do that, minimize your mistakes and take good shots.
Pass to DeColo. He shoots a 3. It doesn't go for him.
Yeah, you wonder what is he thinking right now. He's not shooting the ball well, and shots like that only hurt his team more.
Here's Ayayi. Drives to the hoop. Shot from the wing. No luck on that one. And here's Watson. They need something good to happen here.
Yeah, they've gone way too long without a score.
On defense, the visiting team. This is the most they've led, 13 points. Lays it up and banks it in.
They just look so overwhelmed inside. That's why they continue to get attacked.
To the left side wing. Pass to Morgan. They set the screen. Here's Roden. Just 4 to shoot. Going inside. And down it goes. Jam that one home.
Oh, not the defensive effort they need to cut into the lead.
Boy, good call. You have to at least try to protect the rim.
Yeah, I'd consider calling timeout right away after that one. The defense has to be better there.
And that one drops for him. Here's Watson. Off the mark. Had a chance there to trim it to single digits. Here's Roden. To the wing, right side. 6 on the shot clock. Fires for 3. He can't get that one to fall. Trying to make up ground here.
And with plenty of time left, you want to play with urgency, but not desperation.
A nice shot by Watson.
Well, those go down for him in his sleep.
A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Thanks a lot, guys. Commissioner Adam Silver talked about tweaking the game. He said analytics takes sports in a certain direction because it's a coach and GM's job to win, and they'll do everything they can to do so under the existing rules. It's on us to adjust because we're also looking at the aesthetic appeal of the game. Back to you, Brian.
Thank you very much for the report, Allie. Here's Morgan. It's stolen.
He was laying in wait for that pass. Terrific read to get a jump on.
Second chance effort. Oh, he missed the layup. He had it with the pump fake. A minute 42 left in the third. Five to shoot. Pass to Ayayi. Releases from 15.
Yeah, loose coverage by the defense, but he just couldn't make them pay.
They set the pick. Out to the right wing. Here's DeColo. Takes it inside. And here's Watson. In transition, here they come. Pass to Ayayi. Here's Roden. To end the drought. And it's DeColo with a rebound. Now Watson. 26 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. Here's Morgan. Pass to Ayayi. And the ball ends up out of bounds. And they retain possession.
Nice deflection there. Really trying to disrupt their offensive flow.
Yeah, there's nothing easy on offense. Coaches love seeing that kind of hustle on the defensive end.
Intercepted. And we've reached the end of the third. Leading by 9. And we're just moments away from the start of quarter number. Fourth quarter action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. Robinson with it. Shot is up. Rebounded by Toure.
Well, with his team leading, he might just want to put that one in his pocket next time.
Pass to Aginsa. And so they choose to intentionally foul. And the call is going to be, yes, an illegal screen.
Well, the league has put an emphasis to crack down on illegal screens.
Yeah, and yet we still see it a lot. It's a tough thing to police.
Pass to Robinson. Here's Willis. And it's off from three-point range.
Excellent work defensively. That's how you guard a three-point shooter of his caliber.
Launches it. Sinks it from distance.
Well, maybe not the shot they were looking for there, but the defense gave it to him, and he knocked it down.
And the shot goes.
Showing off the touch with the exquisite finger roll.
Robbed. Here we go. Nice move. Traore gets the bucket.
Coaches love to see ball movement, especially when it gets you that kind of look.
Out left to the wing. Outside Robinson. Knocked loose. We're about 2 minutes into the fourth here. Into the lane. The shot no good. Over to the left wing. It's tipped. Right wing. Pass to Stevens. Just 5 on the clock. Wing shot on the way. And they turn it over. Shot clock violation as the buzzer sounds. A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth. They set a pick. Here he goes. Basket's good. And the visitors call time here.
Well, look, their ball security has been non-existent. They have to calm down and do a better job taking control of the ball.
All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Hey, guys. Over that break, I was able to catch the message that the visiting team coach was giving to his team. And despite the lead, they are still coaching this team hard. In the huddle, they told their guys to stay alert. Do not give them anything easy. They want to protect this late lead, guys.
Okay, good stuff. Thank you, Allie. Drains the triple.
Exchanging buckets from downtown. That's been a staple of tonight's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
5 on the clock. To the inside. A look at the clock. A little under 3.5 minutes gone by in the fourth. Three-pointer. And he can't get that one.
Nice rebound. Trying to match the other team's intensity right now.
And an intentional foul right there. Puts it up off the inbound.
Well, despite his lack of efficiency, the team has put together a good offensive effort tonight.
And for some reason, he decided to foul there.
Yeah, B.A., that's an odd move. Maybe there's something else behind it.
Now here's Watson. 6 to shoot. Pass to DeColo. The three-pointer off the mark.
He's trying to find his shot, but at some point you have to start making these.
Ooh, took him no time at all to get that one.
That's just poor defense there. You can't give up these kind of looks from the mid-range.
Outside Watson. On target from range.
And after a lackluster first half, he's playing with a lot more energy now. sometimes it takes that break to reset.
Out to the right wing. Here's Stevens. There's the three. The shot, no good.
Well, believe it or not, that's only his first turnover, taking care of the ball.
I love great defense. Just quick to establish his feet, and he takes the hit.
Look, he's got to play smart now. One more foul and he's gone.
They've given up just 8 points in the fourth. And he racks up 2.
You have to love their intensity right now, getting hot at the perfect time.
Well, you love their execution to get back in it. This game's very much in reach for them.
And there's a pick. Just 5 to shoot. Tries from 19. Oh, it's off target. 3-point spread on the scoreboard. No, they're unable to get the tying basket there. First free throw is good, and that gives him a 4-point cushion. So he gets them both, and it's a 5-point game.
Great work at the line under pressure. They're that much closer to putting this game away.
Driving to the basket, using the glass to lay it in. A minute 42 left in the fourth quarter. Another steal. Ooh, it's stolen away. Fast break, here we go. On the take. Oh, no good on the layup. To tie it up. Ooh, it misses. And he commits the intentional foul. Good on the first, and that gives him a 4-point cushion. And so both free throws good, and it's a 5-point game. 56 seconds left to play in the fourth quarter. There's a screen.
Rock solid screen right there. The defender got completely lost.
Yeah, you've got to lock and trail hard. You can't allow him a clean look from that.
Five on the clock. Great awareness to beat the clock. And their biggest problem so far, taking care of the ball.
Yeah, they've made some great plays, but way too many turnovers.
The putback. It falls.
Woo, hard work creating the second chance opportunity.
And they need to stop the clock, so there's the foul.
And a smart choice right there. I mean, you can't allow them to just drain the clock.
He gets the first, and that gives him a 4-point cushion. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 5-point game.
Great composure there. Calmly knocks them down to put this game out of reach.
The home team calls timeout. Turning here to our analyst. What elements become the primary keys at this point?
Searching for a fast bucket, then a way to stretch things out.
Yeah, and then they have to foul quickly and hope for some misses at the line.
And there's the intentional foul. No choice but to stop the clock here. He drops it. one, and that makes it a 3-point lead. And a tough break as his second attempt is no good at the line. The home team calls timeout. Given the situation here, what sort of strategy needs to be top of mind?
They should have a play prepared for this scenario. Little time, you need a three. Of course, the D will be guarding the line, but no one said it was going to be easy. And looking to even the score with a huge three.
Absolutely need a three here.
The visiting club takes the win on the road.